Hi everybody, welcome back. Amy from Flow to Fit Yoga. This week we did some yoga with some weights, so I wanted to share the practice with you guys at home. You can use 3s or 5s, up to you. I'm doing 5s, but it gets pretty heavy, so if you're not used to doing weights or you need something a little bit lighter, feel free to grab the 3-pounders instead. That's fine. There's my lovely water feature, flushing the toilet upstairs. Anyways, okay, so we're gonna do a quick little warm up, basically just moving through sun Bs and adding some arm movements with chair pose. So it's pretty simple, but it's hard work. Feet hip width apart, stretching up nice and tall, start in your mountain pose. Inhale, give your shoulders a little lift, and then as you exhale, just melt them down and back. Close your eyes for a moment, taking a second just to check in, do that little body scan, head to toe, see how everything's feeling before you start to move around. And then we'll start with a couple of quick 3-part breaths. Deep inhale through the nose. Lungs are going to fill from the bottom all the way to the top. Exhaling from the top down. And one more. Big breath in. Fill those lungs all the way up. Exhale, letting all the air pour out. Drop your chin to your chest. Just sweep the head side to side a few times. Checking in with the neck. Loosening it up a little bit. And then bring your head back to center, circle your shoulders back. Match the movement to the breath. Circle them the other way. Now take them forward a couple of times, like 3 big circles or so. Loosen them up. And then let them soften down and relax. We're going to float the arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers, index out. Inhale, take a full body stretch. Exhale and relax. Again, inhale, big stretch. I can't tell if my hands are getting cut off, I can't see. Exhale, relax, but you know that you get the idea. One more big inhale, reach up. Exhale, we're gonna take a little fold to the left. So if you wanna move your feet a little closer together, do that. Press the right hip out, look up at the ceiling. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, take it to the other side. Full body, stretching out the full body stretch to the left. Can't talk today, this is gonna be good. Inhale, back to center. Separate your hands, exhale, back bend. Coming up, spread the feet, grab the elbows, fold forward, ragdoll over the legs. You can move around a little bit here, shake your head, yes and no, shift your weight. Or you can just hold still and just hang over those legs. We're gonna let those elbows go. Inhale, take a halfway lift, look up and out, hands to shins, thighs, wherever you need to go to get your back straight. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale again, lengthen halfway, look up and out. Exhale, forward fold. One more, inhale halfway. Exhale and fold. Bend your knees, we're gonna step back to table. Quick little rounded cat-cows and then we'll get moving. Wrists stack under the shoulders, knees under your hips. Inhaling, arching. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. One more, inhale, arch, and exhale, and round. Good, and then come to a neutral spine. I'm gonna come sideways so you guys can see me better. I think that's a better way to go. And then come up to your downward facing dog. When you're ready, curl your toes under, lift your knees and hips. And you can pedal and play a little bit here. Again, shaking your head out, your neck still feels tight. Shifting the weight forward and back, left to right, bending the knees, whatever. And then we're going to look between the hands. We're going to inhale, step and float your feet up. The first one, maybe just walk them up. Exhale, fold forward. Make sure I'm still in the brain. Inhale, halfway lift, look up and out. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees. Inhale all the way up to stand. Take your arms up overhead and reach up tall. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees on the way up and down. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift, look up and out. Exhale, plant your hands alongside of your feet. Step or float back to high plank. From high plank to low plank or chaturanga. So first one, let's low plank it. Knees down, elbows in. Sharp shoulders come forward. Elbows hug in, lower down. Slowly try not to flop. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look between the hands. Inhale, step or float the feet up. So if you're floating, you're going to shift the weight forward a little bit. Scoop the belly. And just try to be as light as you can on the float up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway, either on the shins or the floor. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way. Exhale, back. Inhale to the middle. Exhale, forward fold. Feel the heat starting to build. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step or flow back. If you're hopping back, be gentle. Elbows hug in, chaturanga, coming forward a couple inches, elbows in. Whole body comes down together. Uncurl those toes when you land. Inhale, up dog. Maybe you need to wiggle back a little bit to make sure your shoulders are over your wrists. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths. We're going to move to some B's and we're going to start adding the weights in. So look between the hands, soften the knees. Inhale, step or float them up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, folding forward, grab the weights. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, Uttanasana, chair pose. So we're going to take the arms down, elbows bent, palms facing up. We're going to do a bicep curl with little chair dips. Make sure your knees stay over your ankles, they don't go over your toes, and you're dropping the hips down and back. 1, chest stays lifted. 2, so when you peek down, knees are even with each other. 3, your feet can be close together or hip width apart. 4, doesn't matter to me. 5, the knees shouldn't be going past the toes. 6, and they should be even with each other. 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 more hammer curls. 1, 2, so for these you probably want something heavier. 3, but you want to go lighter when we hit the shoulders. 4, 5, but it doesn't matter because 6, your arms will work. 7, regardless of the weight. 8, 9, on 10, hold them together, little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, try to use your glutes. 5, not all thighs. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, left foot stays forward, right foot's going to step back, and then we're going to extend the arms up. Warrior 1. Holding those weights over the head, shoulder width apart, navel to spine, bend the front knee, back foot's at a 45-degree angles, legs are really strong and fired up, arms are fired up. Big inhale out here, exhale, drop a little deeper for 5. Keep breathing and go deeper for 4. Keep a lift from the pelvic floor as we sink down for 3, 2, and 1. Now opening to warrior 2. Palms are going to face down. We're going to open out to a 2. If you want to line up heel to arch for this guy, go for it. Reach for the fingertips, drop in for 5. And 4, my arms are already shaking. And 3. Getting a little deeper, make sure you inch those toes out. 2, if you see your knee creeping over. And 1, good, backhand drops. Front arm's gonna come up, don't let it pull you too far. Reverse warrior 2 with the weight, so be careful with the top hand. Bottom hand is gonna pull you a little deeper, so gravity does its thing with the weights, makes it a little more intense. Be mindful of that. Pressing into the feet, we're inhaling, coming up. We're gonna exhale, side angle. Forearm is gonna come to the thigh. This time, top arm is just gonna come straight up. Take your gaze up. Now shift your weight to your front leg. Draw your navel to the spine. We're going to lift that bottom hand up and out. For 5. And 4. Got 5 pounds. Feels very heavy for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Press into the legs. Inhale, come all the way up. Reverse triangle. Back hand drops. Front arm comes up. Stretch it out. Be careful. It doesn't go too far. Anchor through the legs. Draw the navel to the spine. Coming up slowly, arms out to a T. Last one on this side, triangle. Reach forward and slowly take it down. So gravity again is going to pull you down. Be careful with that. Gaze up, floats up to the top, weight, stack the arms. Drawing that navel to the spine, anchoring through the legs. And maybe you're not all the way down, that's okay. Holding for 2 more breaths. 2. And 1. Now front knee bends. We're going to take the weights down. You're going to put the one in your right hand down. Keep the one in your left hand. We're going to spin onto the ball of the right foot, and then we're going to take a lunge twist to the left. So the left arm is going to float up. For 5. And we're dropping a little deeper. Pressing into that back heel. Scissoring legs together. 4. I can't see. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Bend your right elbow. Bring that hand down. Step your feet back together. We're going to take a little side plank. So feet close together. Roll onto the outside edge of the right foot. Make sure your right wrist is right under your shoulder. And then when you're ready, my back's going to be to you guys. We're going to take it up. 5. Press the hips towards the ceiling for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly take it down. Good work. Put the weight over to the side. Vinyasa, coming forward, chaturanga. Inhale through, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here. Now look between the hands. Step or float up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees, grab the weights. Inhale, back up, Utkatasana. Exhale, drop it down. We're going to bring the arms down, elbows bent. We're going to pulse back in a tricep press. 1, or tricep kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. 9. One more of a challenge. 10. Go lower with those hips. 10 more. 10. 9. Keep the chest lifted. 8. Use those glutes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hands together, little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Inhale, straighten the legs, stretch the arms up. Exhale, little back bend. Inhale, back to center. Right foot stays up, left foot steps back. Now my back's going to be needed for a little bit of this. Inhale your arms up, first warrior 1. So your hips and shoulders are squared towards the front edge of your mat. Little bend in the knee, left foot's out to the side. You're not lined up. Press up with the hands, drop down with the hips, scissor the legs together for 5. And 4. Feel all that strength and energy flowing through the body. And 3. Let yourself just drop into the shape. 2. Getting a little deeper so you get a nice burn in that front thigh. And 1. Big inhale here, exhale, warrior 2. This time your arms are going to face away. So for me, my arms are facing the mirror. Looking down the middle of the front hand. Big breath in as you breathe out for 5. And 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Reverse your warrior 2. Opening up the side body. Be careful this arm doesn't pull you too far back. And then pressing into the feet. Inhale, coming up. Now we're going to take side angle. So the forearm is going to be on the thigh. Top arm is going to stretch up. We're going to take that gaze up towards the ceiling. I guess I could have turned around, but that's all right. And now bottom hand comes off of the leg. Reach it out and hold it out for 5, 4, 3, drop it a little deeper, 2, 1, reverse triangle. Oh my God, take it back, stretch it out. Right leg is in front, big stretch. Good job pressing into the feet. Inhale, come up. Palms now for me are facing the mirror, so they're facing the left edge of your mat. Big inhale, kick your hip out to the side. Exhale, reach forward, slowly take it down. Right knuckles come to the inside of the right leg. Left hand is going to stack up. For 5. Look up at that top hand if you can. 4, if you're wiggly or you have bad balance, look down. 3, let gravity do its thing. Try not to lock out this front knee. 2. And 1. Now knees bent. We're going to take that top hand down to the mat. Spin onto the ball of the back foot. Put that weight down in that bottom one, or if you have a big enough one that you can keep your hand out, if you can, we're going to take a lunge twist. Now to the right. Pressing up, back heel presses down, legs scissor together for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to take it down. Now you want to take your hand off of that bottom weight. You're going to step the foot back. So we're going to do that side plank. So stacking the feet, or you can put one in front of the other, or you can take a modified side plank and drop the bottom knee, okay? I know until you got on the other side. Line this wrist under the shoulder and take it up. For 5. And 4. Press the hips, press the weight up, get out of that wrist, try to use the outside edge of your bottom foot. And 3, very wobbly. 2. And 1, good work, take it down. Put the weight down, take the vinyasa, coming forward, elbows hugging, lower down. Inhale through up, dog cobra. Exhale, drop your knees, take a quick little child's pose break, good work. Let your head just drop between the arms, let the hips soften towards the heels, spread out the fingers, stretch the shoulders. From your child's pose, we're going to come up to downward facing dog. Look between the hands, inhale, step or float your feet up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Grab the weights, inhale, back up, chair pose. Okay, now back in our chair. Again, either feet together or hip width apart. Knees are right over your ankles. They can extend a little bit, but you don't want them way over the toes, okay? You want them even. Now we're going to bring the arms down by the sides. I'm going to face you guys for this one. We're going to do a ventral raise. A lateral raise, sorry. We're going to do ventrals now. We're going to go out to the sides, palms facing down. Here we go. 1, 2. Try to fire up the glutes a little. 3, so it's not all quads. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, good work. 10, perfect. Now palms facing away from you. 10, so thumb side of the hand towards the ceiling. 9, hang in there. 8, these are tough. 7, shoulder injuries go lighter. 6, or lose the weight. 5, all together. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring them to the heart. Little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Stretch out the legs. We're coming back over here. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, back bend. Little back bend. Inhale back to center. Exhale, take the hands down to the heart. We're going to keep the left foot forward. Step the right foot back, but this time high lunge. Legs are still staggered. They're not lined up. They're on a little left foot is over to the left, right leg's over to the right. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, we're going to bend the knee and the elbows for shoulder press. Here we go. So lunge, shoulder press. 1, 2. Don't lock the elbows. 3, on the way up, just soft. 4, 5, 6, 7, good work, hang in there. 8, you got it. 9, if you lose your balance, just stop for a minute. 10, now weights to the chest, little pulse of the back knee. Whoa, I'm falling. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, warrior 2. Back heel drops. Line them up. Palms facing down. Here we go. Holding. Harder than the pulse. Big inhale. Exhale for 5. Arms are shaking for 4. Stay strong. 3. Make sure the knee isn't extending beyond the toes. 2. Counting a little quicker. 1. Reverse. Arms are getting tired. Side angle. Again. Forearm to the thigh. Top arm up. Not holding as long. Top arm stays up. Bottom arm serves out. Just for 3. 2. And 1. Pull it in. Take it back. Reverse triangle. 3 breaths. And now triangle. Coming back up. Palms face me. Kick the hip out a little bit. Draw the navel to the spine. Reach forward and down. For 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Bend the front knee. Top hand comes down. We're going to take the twist. So spin onto the ball of the back foot. Slowly lift the left arm, twisting towards the left leg. 3. Scissor those legs together. 2. And 1. Good. Now side plank. So you need to take your hand off of that weight. Step the top foot back. Bottom knee can come down. If you're shot, bring it down. If you need, bring the top foot in front. Stack the feet. Lift the arm. Press it up for 3. And 2. And 1. That's it. Put it down. Vinyasa. Nice work. We're going to do one more side. Inhale through up dog. Exhale. Down dog. Look between the hands. Float them up. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Halfway. Exhale. Forward fold. Grab your weights. Last time. Thank God. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale. Utkatasana. Heavy in the heels and the hips. Arms are going to come down, palms facing down. This one I think I can stay sideways for you. Get the idea. Roll your shoulders back. Keep your shoulder blades squeezing together as we lift them straight up and out to the front. 1. If your arms start to bend. 2. That means your weights are too heavy. 3. So either take a break. 4. Or switch out to something lighter. 5. 6. Don't let the knees come over the toes. Don't get sloppy. 7. We're almost there, I promise. 8. 9, 10. Good work. Palms face each other. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it close and pulse. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. My thighs are burning. Inhale up. Stretch those. Let's keep them to the chest. We're going to exhale. Right foot stays forward. Left foot back. High lunge. Then we'll take the arms up. It's easier to step back with those arms down. Now your arms are going to come out to goalpost arms this time. So elbows bent. So they're going to look like this, and they're going to tap together. Okay, as we dip the back knee. Whoa. Get your balance. Here we go. Down. And up. 1. Legs are making 2 90-degree angles. 2, watch the front knee. 3 isn't extending over your toes. If it is, 4, walk that foot up further. 5, try to get the arms all the way straight. I know they're tired. 6, mine are. 7, hang in there. 8, gotta keep falling over. 9, and 10. Good, bring them together, unpulsing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Inhale them up. Exhale, warrior 2. Palms face away from you this time, so thumb side of the hand towards the ceiling. Look down the middle of the front hand. Big inhale on your exhale for 3. And 2. And 1. Back hand drops. Front arm comes up. Reverse warrior 2. Be careful. That weight doesn't take you too far. And side angle. Forearm to the thigh, top arm up and over. You can keep it straight up. If you go over, it's going to be a little harder. Then we're going to fire up the quad and the abs. Hold it out in front. 3, get a little deeper. And 2, go a little further. And 1, press into those legs. Inhale up. Exhale. Reverse triangle. Beautiful job. Hang in there. Pressing into the feet. Inhale back up. Palms facing out. Hip kicks out a little bit. Reach forward. Take it down for Trikonasana. Try to keep both sides of the waist even and long. Drop the weight down. Press the top one up. Draw the navel to the spine. Try not to lock out your front knees, so just soften it a little bit. Gaze floats up if possible. 2 more breaths. 2. And 1. Bending the knee, taking it to the lunge twist. So hands come down. Spin onto the ball of the back foot. Right arm lifts. Look up at the hand if you can. Squeeze the legs together. Push that back heel down. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Taking it down now. We're going to do that side plank, so I like to take my hand off that quick. Step them together. Stack them. 1 knee down. 1 foot in front of the other. 1 foot way in front. Doesn't matter to me. Make sure your wrist is under your shoulder. That's the most important thing. And then take it up and then cut that wrist. Press your hips towards the ceiling. Take the gaze up for 3. Oh my God, I'm sweating. 2. I should not have put the heat on. And 1. Good job. Take it down. Oh, finish the vinyasa. Come forward, elbows in, lower down. Inhale through your up dog or your cobra. Exhale, downward. Not downward facing, child's pose. Let's take a child's pose. just settling back into the breath. Great job, you guys. Hard work. Yoga's hard enough, and then you add that little bit of extra weight, makes it really challenging. Slide your hands back. We're going to do a quick little quad stretch. I'm going to face you guys. Hero pose, sitting a little bit in between the ankles, and take it back just to stretch out those quads. If that doesn't work for your knees or your ankles, you can lay on your belly and grab one ankle instead and pull that heel towards your hip, or you can even lay on your side. If it feels good to go back a little further, go for it. Good, and then make your way back up. Swing those legs around front. You can just cross your legs. We're just going to take the left hand and cross the body, fold the right arm underneath. Inhale, pull it towards you. Exhale, drop the shoulder away from your ear. Give your shoulders a quick little stretch. Whew, got so hot in here. I should not have left the heat on. Now we're going to take it to the other side. Hug it in. Make sure this arm stays straight, and then drop the shoulder away from the ear. So give that shoulder a little stretch. Good. Let that go. Seated cat-cows. Inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding a couple times. Breathing in and out. Good. And then stretching up nice and tall. Closing your eyes, just taking a moment just to center and ground again. May you be peaceful and happy. May you experience calm and well-being in your body, your mind, and your spirits. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was a good workout for you. See you next time. Namaste.